Hello viewers, welcome back to Ekcel Academy's YouTube channel. Here we are presenting the 18th session on the current affairs weekly roundup. We would be covering the news bits that we came across in the newspapers from June 7th to June 12th. The first news bit is organic farm exports jump 51% in financial year 2021. So this is a wonderful news that we come across. Across the world, there is a huge demand for organic farm products. The whole world has understood and recognized the ill effects of agricultural produce, which is produced using the chemical fertilizers and pesticides. So that's the reason why the world is turning towards organic farming, and India has a huge scope when it comes to organic farming. And Indians, maybe 50 years, 60 years back, were completely into organic farming. We depended on the compost manure. We used the cow dung, and we had the ox that used to be used in the agricultural farms. So, in the name of high yield, to have greater food production, and we started thinking that our agricultural methods are primitive, and we have to change it. As a result, we changed it completely to the chemical fertilized based agriculture. And not just India, the entire world today has understood the ill effects of this, and there is a complete shift, or there is gradual shift from chemical fertilized based agriculture to organic farming. Future of work will be hybrid, says Chandrasekaran. So Chandrasekaran is the chairman of Tata Sons. Before becoming the chairman, he was heading Tata Consultancy Services, one of the largest employers in the country. So in the 26th annual meeting of TCS, Mr. Chandrasekaran has told that going forward it will be hybrid. Hybrid is one is work from home and going to the office. So both these things will be there. Maybe 3 days work from home and 2 days go to the office, or vice versa, depending on the kind of role the person is in the company. So this is something which is going to become a reality. We saw Sundaram Pichai talking something very similar to this, and now this comes from Tata Consultancy Services. Right, let's go ahead. G7 leaders poised to turn spotlight on green finance. Now, what is this all about? What is G7? G7 is the top 7 richest countries of the world, which includes Germany, UK, USA, France, and others. So now what they have decided is they all are thinking about providing money to the countries which are not economically very stable, and this money should be utilized by them to create sources of energy which is non-polluting, because the entire world faces the problems or challenges of climatic change. The surface temperature of the earth is increasing, atmospheric temperature of the earth is also increasing, and these are causing a lot of havocs and danger. So to deal with it, the G7 leaders have decided to finance countries for their green initiatives. Highways being built at brisk pace despite pandemic. So here are some numbers which is very interesting. Construction at 24.1 kilometers a day in April-May, up from 14 kilometers a day a year ago. So this is wonderful, because we know the importance of roads, railways, ports, airports. These are essential economic infrastructure which will help in the economic development of the country. And our NHAI, that is National Highway Authority of India, is working very efficiently, and it is making sure that the roads are built. So this is a great news for all of us. Uber to hire 250 engineers in India to expand tech and product teams. So Uber is a worldwide service provider when it comes to taxi booking. So now they are hiring 250 engineers in India, and they will work towards expanding their business and coming out with better products. India offers huge potential for digital banks. So this report comes from BCG. BCG stands for Boston Consultancy Group. It is one of the largest management consultancy firms. If you have studied strategic management, or if you're a student of management, you would have learned something called the BCG model. It is very, very popular, which is used to analyze the position of the products of different companies. Anyway, so they are telling that India offers a huge opportunity for digital banks. So these digital banks are also called the digital challenger banks. So what they generally do is, these are small banks which will come out with services which the traditional long-term big banks may not be in a position to provide. Like all of us know, India has a population of around 130 crores. And out of these 130 crores, all of them still do not have a bank account. Although Jan Dhan program is supposed to be a massive hit in the country, there is still a lot of opportunity. And unless and until we bring everybody under the financial inclusion scheme, we cannot realize a lot of benefits that the government of India is coming out with, or the changes that are happening in the economic world. So everybody should have a bank account, and digital challenger banks would be one of the best things that can happen in India, and that's what the BCG report says. Finance Minister to Infosys, fix glitches on new IT e-filing portal. Now what is this IT? IT is income tax. So in the month of June, that is this month, Government of India told that they'll be releasing a portal which the income tax filers can use, and it makes the income tax filing user friendly. And this project was backed by Infosys, and they were developing it. As soon as the portal went live, people started finding glitches in it. So there were problems in it, which they started informing the finance minister through her Twitter account. So she immediately has tagged Infosys and Nandan Nilekani, who happens to be the chairman of Infosys, and she has asked them to fix the problem immediately. This is just for your information that Infosys is the company which has built the GST portal also in our country. Right. World Bank pegs Indian growth at 8.3%. This is a good news. Although there is a second wave of pandemic and there is almost countrywide lockdown, India still is expecting a growth of around 8.3%. We were expecting India to grow somewhere very close to 10%. Now it has been brought down to 8.3%. Even if it is 8.3%, it's a great growth that we are seeing. Reliance Industries becomes a fifth Indian company with 2 lakh employees. This is great news. A company like Reliance having 2 lakh employees is very essential, simply because we know that after the 1991 new economic policy, government has moved out of business and they're not generating as much jobs they were producing before 1991. So it is the responsibility of the private companies to generate jobs. Bigger the employers, greater will be it for the country. So other employers, big employers are Coal India, Infosys, TCS and SBI Bank. So the fifth one to have 2 lakh employees is Reliance Industries. Right. Foreign exchange reserves crosses 600 billion mark. This is wonderful. Now again, going back to 1991, we had reserves with which we could have survived only for 2 weeks. And today we are sitting on $600 billion, which is wonderful. And the RBI governor has told that this gives them the confidence to go ahead and do something bigger and better. Right. So these were the news bits which we were planning to share with you. I hope you enjoyed going through these news bits. If you have liked the video, please hit the like button. If you have any friends who are taking up CSEET examination or any other competitive examinations, please do share this video with them. And if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, please do subscribe. Thank you so much.